In this video, we'll explore and elaborate the various testing strategies that we can implement to test Yeoman-generated web components. When working with Yeoman, we'll be using Yeoman generators to generate comprehensive and pattern-based application directory structures. And it is important that we test the application components along with the entire application. Now, there are three different strategies or types of testing that we can implement when we want to test our applications. The first one is unit testing, where we'll be testing the application components in isolation. With this type of testing, we'll be picking up a single block of code and test that particular block of code for a specific functionality. The units are isolated from the dependencies, and we even use mocks in order to test a single block of code. The second type of testing is integration testing, where we test a combination of components after putting it together. After we've unit tested each and every functional unit, we'll combine the functional units and test how they are behaving when they're integrated with each other. We can implement integration testing in order to verify the overall functionality of a particular module when various functions are put together. The third and final type of testing is acceptance testing, which is also known as functional testing. The objective of acceptance testing is to facilitate end-to-end testing of the entire application. It can be automated using various automated testing tools like Selenium, which provides the capability of running automated tests on a web browser. When we conclude acceptance testing, we can confirm that the application is functioning as intended when the application components are integrated, and the application can finally be deployed for production. Now let's explore the two important test-oriented development strategies. The first is BDD, or behavioral-driven development, and the second one is TDD, or test-driven development. TDD is a combination of various steps, where the first step is to write a test which must fail. Once the test fails, we will add certain functionality to ensure that the test passes, and finally, we will focus on refactoring the codes. In the case of BDD, we will rewrite the failing features first, following which we will conduct TDD until the codes are refactored and the application passes the particular failure feature. Let's elaborate how TDD, or test-driven development, can be implemented and explore the steps involved in implementing TDD. With this approach, we will begin by writing the test first. After the test has been written, we will run the test, and while running the test, we should always ensure that the test fails. After we've failed the test, we'll collaborate the right amount or minimum amount of codes in order to ensure that the test passes the next